Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Stevie Dainjala Titolo from Gemini Multimedia Limited. Today is a new day. We're going to learn something new about online jobs. Today, we're going to talk about call center. How to become a virtual call center or a remote call center and to work in Africa. Let's see what it is. A remote call center is a very specific job. It looks a little bit similar to virtual assistant, but this is a little bit more specific as far as you mainly use a telephone system. Now today, thanks to internet technology, we have remote phone calls and remote telephoning systems. So what you do as a virtual call center agent, you take care of professional services, legal, real estate, insurance, and so on and so forth. Sometimes you also get into services such as emergency response, so you can work for emergency companies worldwide, and then your role is to definitely put together service providers and maybe victims and clients. You also work for electronic companies, you also work for all those services that require communication between the service company and then the client. Now, as far as a call center agent, what you mainly do is related to B2B or B2C. So business to business lead generations. You put customers together, you talk about new ideas. You also take care on about tech support services, customer support. So back office processing, things that people don't see on the front end, that's what you do. And then you also take care of what we call cold calling or sales calling. So you can do promotion for items for companies. You also do a bit of telemarketing. You are responsible for appointment setting, order taking. So you can work for a restaurant or a company that delivers some goods and services, and you take care of orders and queries. And then you can also work as a quality assurance agent. Now, your qualifications is basically little to no experience. Sometimes they can request for a degree. Sometimes it's not really necessary. I've seen in most remote jobs, especially for Africans who qualify, who can work in Africa, they always want you to have at least a GCSE or a high school degree or the ability to read and write. The extra skills is definitely a good laptop with webcam and a microphone. So the microphone is basically good for you to have a special headset for communicating. So it's a headset with a microphone. You need to have a good internet speed. So basically the speed you're looking for is upload and download at least 10 megabit per second. And then you have to get prior or no customer care experience. But if you have that experience, it's already a plus. So you can be hired for by international companies. You need to have good oral and written skills, because definitely you have to be polite. You have to speak good English, good French. You can work in many languages. Make sure you have good written or oral skills. You have to be polite. You have to have the ability to understand instructions and to execute accordingly. Now, you can work as a part-time or a full-time. You can earn between $5 to $25 an hour for a good company. Or you can also work as full-time and work 4 hours, 8 hours a day and get a very good salary at the end of the month. And the last item, which is not the least, is the ability to let the company understand that you have a clean background. So you shouldn't have been involved in criminal activities. So what you do in Africa, they will ask you to go to any police station and to get that criminal check certificate, which says that you've never committed a crime before. Now let's talk about platforms to work as a virtual assistant. You know, we have the common platforms already, Upwork, Freelancer, and so on and so forth. But generally, those ones have low-paid jobs. Basically, if you are new and you want to start doing that job, you definitely can create your account over there. But the good platforms that I can recommend, we have workingnomads.com, we have Kokoroko. Yeah, that's the name. Funny name. Kokoroko.com. It's a platform that recruits a lot of call center agents, and then you can work for them. We also have ambscallcenter.com. Very nice platform. We have conduent.com, nextrep.com, ttech.com, liveops.com. It's based in the USA, but you can still work remotely And then we have ariseworkfromhome.com, simplyhire.com. When you go to simplyhire.com, make sure you look for worldwide remote jobs. We have also jobs.adp.com, ccintl.cc, salesforce.com, liveagent.com, remotive.com, globalresponse.com, aircall.io, zendesk.com, one of the best. So this is what you can get as a virtual call center. Of course, you work virtually. Don't forget, get good internet, get a good laptop, get a webcam if possible, good microphone, work in a very quiet environment, and you definitely can work. So you can work like that. Even if you're in Africa, make sure you go to those websites. And don't forget, internet is the new visa. You can start today. You can work from home and you can change your life. I'm Stevie Dainjala Tutolo from Gemini Multimedia Limited. Take care.